All right, man. The 2023 NFL regular season is officially over, and all 14 teams are in as the road to Super Bowl 58 begins. Also, the lonely day of Black Monday has came and gone as well. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about those firings, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we got sports to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to talk about it right here on the Real to Sports podcast. All right, man. Thank you so much for being here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you are right now, man. We are the Real to Sports podcast, your destination for real analysis and opinions on all sports. You can also follow us on all social media platforms. That is Twitter, Twitch, X, Twitch, Facebook, and you can join our Facebook sports group. The Real to Sports group is on Facebook. I'm sitting here again, man, with two of the all-time greats. Now, we did say that he wasn't going to be here on Tuesday, but, hey, the man's so nice he had to stop by twice. I got the dog back in the building. The dog is back. He is back, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, I've done you guys a favor. I have brought the dog back. I have brought the dog back. And he is the OG. He is the OG of the group. He's the OG, man. Hall of Famer himself. And they represent the mighty Minnesota Vikings, ladies and gentlemen. He is the legendary Q-Dog. The dog.
What's up, people? Glad you tuned in for this Tuesday night show as we'll talk about the firings of Monday and looking forward to a good playoff series that's going on and see who will make it to this luxurious Super Bowl that we so love to see.
Yes, sir. I'm ready for it, man. Ready for it. And I got the pioneer of the Real to Sports podcast. He is the pioneer. He is part of the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. Silver and Black Attack is in the building. And don't forget, he is Oklahoma State's alumni. The man has over 200 episodes. And he is the very talented, the very wise, Mr. Young Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take some time out real quick to send a special shout out to my good brothers down in the 98504. I'm talking about the flyest man in the land, GC, and my partner in crime, Deuce.
The Deuce.
The On the Mark Revenge Tour has officially begun. I got some receipts to collect, ladies and gentlemen. Deuce, we got the Steelers again in 2024.
Yes,
DC,
sir.
we got the Saints coming in 2024. That's going to be an emotional game.
Yes,
but I got some receipts to collect, boys.
Yes,
Get
sir.
ready to pay up. I'm
Yes,
a debt collector, and this is an attempt to collect the debt. I'll be seeing y'all soon.
Look, we're going to be doing like Manziel.
Oh, yeah. Show me the money.
Oh, man. Shout out to the Flyers, man, in the land, GC, and the MVP. Shout out to the Deuce.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to the Deuce. And you know what? Speaking of On the Mark, man, why not start the show off with it, man? We got the pioneer. He's going to bring all the news for you right here and right now on the Mark.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. It's that part of the show where we kick things in a high gear and we bring you the latest and greatest from the world of college football. Welcome to another edition of On the Mark. I'm your host. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And since we got Q-Dog in the building, we might as well start with his beloved Minnesota Viking. So, Q-Dog, your main man, one of the greatest receivers in the history of professional football, Mr. Randy Moss. He found out on Sunday that he's going into the College Football Hall of Fame. He's included in the 2024 College Football Hall of Fame, and this is a pretty stacked class. We got the likes of Tim Couch, legendary quarterback from Kentucky, Ward Dunn from Florida State, Larry Fitzgerald from Pittsburgh, and my main man, one of the best wide receivers of all time, Mr. Justin Blackmon from the Oklahoma State, going into the College Football Hall of Fame. And also we got Alex Smith from Utah going in the Hall of Fame this year as well. So shout out to them and congratulations to all those football legends.
A hell of a class.
Hey, man. And shout out to Randy Moss. This man is going in both the college and the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Very few people can say that. And he's one of them. So shout out to one of the greatest to ever do it. And we're going to keep up with the theme of handing out some awards. Man, we got some championships to give out. Starting off in the FCS, man, shout out to South Dakota State, the alma mater of one of the greatest kickers of all time, Mr. Adam Vinatieri. They put a beat down on the University of Albany. They won the FCS championship on Sunday. Final score 59-0, and that was in the championship game. Oh, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. You think that's bad? You ain't seen nothing yet. Trust me. Hold on tight. And then going up to the FBS level, man, gotta tip my cap and give a special shout out to Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines on their victory last night. They overcame Alabama in a close overtime victory in the Rose Bowl. And they defeated Washington in the national championship game last night, 34-13. Michigan's defense, man. That's it. Host is gonna like this a lot. Michigan's defense beat you in just about every which way a defense can. They were physical. They covered. They had a really tight scheme that Washington just couldn't figure out. They literally took the best thing that Washington does, which is an explosive passing attack, and they shut it completely down. Washington couldn't throw the ball. They couldn't pass the ball. They were just shut down. So shout out to the University of Michigan and that defense for
Michigan did their thing. Michigan did that thing. Probably got a phone call. But Michigan. You back home, sir? Michigan did their thing though. I gotta get to you, big dog. They brung it, bro. They had a plan from start, just like they did Alabama, man. They had it well scouted, man, and they beat the brakes off. They beat the brakes off the Huskies, bro. God damn, Q. That was a whooping, bro. 34-13, bro. 34-13, man. But
hey, host, chill using that word whooping because you know what's coming later on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You got to chill using that word, man.
That's it. I got a feeling this about to be a pack my bag and get up. I might well just go and hit the outro after this one.
Hey, bro. But before we go, before I get to the moment y'all waiting on, I just want to say it's been an honor, it's been a privilege that host has allowed me to come to you guys every week and bring you guys the latest and greatest from the world of college football. If you like what we do, if you appreciate it, the best way to support us is to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below and let hosts know you want more college football coverage in your life, courtesy of On the Mark. And even though we're coming to an end with college football, don't worry, we are going to be back in a couple of weeks. The United Football League, the best spring football league on the planet, is coming back. And you already know who's going to bring you the latest and greatest from that, giving you all the coverage. It's going to be the Real to Sports podcast right here on the Mark.
It's a fact. I'm ready for that.
Now, for the moment everybody's been waiting for. Real to Sports fans all around the world, it's time to unveil the 2024 On the Mark beatdown of the year. And ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to understand how historic this beatdown is.
Hey.
All right?
Okay.
You want a game 75-3? That's cute. 89-0? Yeah, that's close, but no cigar. Hell, we even had a game in with the final score of 91-0, and that still wasn't enough to win the beatdown of the year title. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The 2024 On the Mark Beatdown of the Year award goes to, show 'em, host.
Damn.
The University of Texas at Permian Basin. Shout out to those boys down there in Odessa, Texas. Y'all, you say that now. There's a reason why they're on this screen. They won their game week 1 over Texas College. The final score of that game, Texas College 0, UTPB 96. They won their game 96 to absolutely nothing. They did not punt a single time in this game. The starting quarterback went 19-24, 287, 6 touchdowns. The backup quarterback threw 1 pass. It went for a touchdown. 4 different running backs scored a touchdown. 5 different wide receivers scored a touchdown. And they scored twice on defense with 2 pick sixes. They won their game 96-0. That, ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe will ever be touched. 96-0 was the final score of that game.
Jeez, that's what? 12 touchdowns in the 12?
Man, I don't even want to know.
7 times 12 is it's 84. So they scored.
It's 8 touchdowns.
8 touchdowns. No, 7 times 8 is 56.
8 times 12 is 8. Oh, you said 8.
8 times 12. No, I mean
7. You said 96?
Hold on, let me do my math. Hold on.
Been a long time, guys. Cool. Who would allow 96 points? Why would this game?
Texas College only won 1 game the entire season, and it was not that one. But UTPB scored 20 points in the first quarter, 34 in the second, 28 in the third, and they finally showed mercy and only scored 14 in the fourth. But they literally put up at least 2 touchdowns every single quarter. They say everything is bigger in Texas, host, and that includes the beatdown. So shout out to the University of Texas at Permian Basin. They are the winners of the 2024 On the Mark Beatdown of the Year.
96 points
to nothing.
In a football game?
In a football game. That, to put that into perspective, that is actually top 5 scores of all time in the history of college football. It's nowhere near the biggest blowout in college football history. That was 222-0.
Jesus.
But 96-0. Yep.
Bruh, everybody fired. The fans, the band, everybody. Just go. Everybody fired. 96 points.
And you had no answer the entire game.
Could you imagine an NFL team losing 96-0?
No. I couldn't imagine that.
Holy smoke-a-matty.
I don't even think the early 80s Baltimore Colts could pull something like that off.
Man, I can close. Look, this show has been sponsored by Amazon Music, Sportsline, Fantasy Sports Evo, SeatGeek. I can close out with everything. Good Lord.
I told you it was gonna be worthy of that beatdown of the year title.
Boy, you ain't kidding.
This wasn't a game, ladies and gentlemen. This was not a game at all.
Damn, boy. 96 points.
That is that's a wrap for college football On the Mark. We will see you guys back in September when the season kicks off. But back to you, host.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by The Sports Podcast.
96 points, bro. I'm look, man, about 40, at least about 60, I'm fighting somebody. Face mask, cleats, horse collar. There's no way you let another team put up that much points. Jesus Christ, man. That is the worst. That is the highest score I ever heard in a football
I ain't
game.
gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know if we'll ever be able to see a score higher than that on the mark.
I don't think so, man. Jesus. Well, Mark, that's all college football, man. But on behalf of everybody in the Real Sports Podcast, and pretty sure everybody out there in the world that's watching us live on YouTube, man, we appreciate you bringing college football news to us every single Tuesday, man. That's a lot of work doing that. So kudos to you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, man. Kudos to you, and we all can witness the growth of Mark doing that, because he started off with the jitters at first. Well, you can see him every time he does it, he gets more confident, man. I'm telling you. So he's gonna make my job in the future a lot more easier. But again, man, shout out to young Mark for again giving us great college football news, man, throughout the season, man. We got to go hand clap, man. With Mark. All right, man. All right. I still got the dog in the building. He's up here, ladies and gentlemen. The dog is here. All right, man. I got all the scores, man. We're going to get to the scores real quick. We're going to run through this thing like never before. Boy. And I got some scores for you guys. And I'm on blast right now. All right, I got the scores, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote a song about it. Here you go. Last Thursday, of course, Pittsburgh Steelers. They are in the playoffs. They defeat the Baltimore Ravens 17-10. 17-10. The Houston Texans, they defeat the Indianapolis Colts 23-19. And the Houston Texans are the new NFC South Division champions. Shout out to soon-to-be Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud, and hopefully Coach of the Year, DeMeco Ryans, because he deserves it. That team only won 3 games last year.
Yeah. From worst to playoffs.
Word. Wow, that is impressive. And from a kind of coach. That's wow.
And quarterback.
Yeah, word. Exactly. Shout out to him. And I like Tank Dell, man.
Speedy recovery, man.
Yeah, for real. That boy can play.
Host.
Yes, sir.
You notice how Houston has their most success on the football field when they got a quarterback that looks like us.
It's true.
Ain't that something?
That's something. Deshaun,
Warren Moon.
That's very true. That is true. Damn, that's a good point. What we got here? The power of positivity. Drew to the game. The game is in the building. What's up, Drew?
Hey, Drew to the game. I got to defend my undefeated streak against Lamar Jackson next season, bro. We coming for you too, dog.
Yes, sir. Drew to the game is in the building. My man. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They defeat the Carolina Panthers 9-0. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, for the 3rd time in a row, they are the NFC South Division champions. Shout out to Baker Mayfield. They got Philly Monday. It's going to be a good one. The Cleveland Browns. The Cincinnati Bengals. They defeat the Cleveland Browns 31-14. Meaningless game. But the Browns are in the playoffs, of course, and the Bengals are not.
Hey, but they still finished with a winning record after losing their quarterback.
That's true. Jake Browning. Shout out to Jake Browning, man. Holy hell.
First time in 90 years an entire division finishes above 500.
Jake Browning, he's gonna end up getting a starting job, man. He keep playing like that.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, he wants to
high quality backup. I don't know if I trust him to start.
Yeah, start somewhere from the bottom. But high quality. I give you high quality backup.
He used to be a Minnesota Viking at one point in time, but they cut him.
There he was. He didn't smell the field. He didn't even smell it. Speaking of the Vikings, the Detroit Lions, they defeat the Minnesota Vikings 30-20. Q-Dog, any last words for your Minnesota Vikings for the 2023 season?
The only thing I can say is that we had an injury-plagued season. A lot of our players went down, and we went up with the next men and we started out 0-3, 1-4, 1-5 straight. Lost Kirk Cousins. Then lost one game and lost the rest. I truly believe that my team, that we are fighters. We'll continue to be fighters. We just the injury bug just took a hold of us this year. I know we'll come back nice and strong. We'll get the right draft, get the right players we need, and we'll be back in contention again. I love you. Go ahead.
Do me a favor, bro.
Yeah.
Sound the horn one more time.
I'm going to sound the horn one more time for the end of the season.
Yes,
Let
sir.
you guys know that I'm with you and I'll always be with you. I am a Viking through and through.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it for next season, baby. Let's go. Score. Ooh. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We're going to be all right, man. We're going to be all right.
That's a Viking right there, boy.
Bring back Leslie Frazier to Minneapolis.
Oh, damn.
Hell no. Boo.
Oh, damn. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Look at surprise. We got a visitor here. Jay on the track.
Jay on the track.
Jay on the track.
Hey, notice how his Packers season turned around after they got beat by the Raiders on national television.
What's up, Jay?
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
The cheese is in the playoffs. Get it live,
Won't last long.
They said won't last long. Yeah, with the Red Bull payroll, but Dallas will get you. They will get you. Another meaningless game here. The New York Jets, they defeat the New England Patriots 17-3. Controversial game. We're going to get to that. But the New Orleans Saints destroyed the Atlanta Falcons, supposedly 41-17, but the final score was 48-17. And again, ladies and gentlemen, stick by because we are going to rant on that. And the Tennessee Titans, they crushed the Jacksonville Jaguars' playoff potentials as they go down by the score of 28-20. Man, Jacksonville.
Nothing about that game made sense. We're going to get into it in a second. But just keep that in mind.
You can go ahead real quick, Eddie.
So how the hell do I eliminate my division rival from making the playoffs?
Yeah.
And I still get fired?
Still.
Come on, man.
It. Oh, man. I knew you was going. That's why I said, go ahead. Yeah.
And Jacksonville, with their mid-season collapse, like...
And boy, why everybody's killing Trevor Lawrence? Like, he had a shoulder injury.
After he got injured on that Monday night against Cincinnati, they just went downhill. They went 1-5 after that game.
Shoulders is severe though when you hurt your shoulder. It really, your timing, everything, man. I mean, it's just sad that a team like Jacksonville went down. I mean, they was the defending AFC South champions, and now they still got to win the record, but they barely made it. But man, I think they'll turn around next season. Doug Peterson just cleared everybody out of the. He cleared everybody. Yeah, boy, he cleared the ball, boy. He said everybody fired.
Hey, Doug, if you don't want Josh Allen, you can send him to Vegas. We'll take him.
Hey, you can take us. He'll take us and hire us, goddamn. All right, boy, I'm with it. Give me Deuce, because Deuce know that defense.
Yeah.
Deuce know that defense, bro. The Seattle Seahawks, they defeat the Arizona Cardinals 21-20. I know, Mark. We gonna get that, Mark.
Matt effing Prater, bro.
Yeah, Matt Prater, bro. God. Wide right.
Bro, I was so close.
Wide right.
So effing close, man.
Bro, I was like, I was sitting there watching it, It went up. It went straight at first. How the hell did the ball go straight first? Then it just go whoop? I was like, oh my god, damn, Mark. Close.
Like, is this how Q-Dog felt in the '98 NFC Championship game? Like,
oh wow,
what the hell?
Against Atlanta.
Yes, I was that mad, bro.
Yeah, I watched that game, man. Everybody, I was in Atlanta. Everybody coming out, dirty bird, dirty man. Come on, y'all warm up.
I thought something was wrong with my TV.
No, that's right.
That mother went like that.
That was the biggest. That was the biggest moment in Atlanta history, Falcons history. That was.
Well, it happened two times for us in the playoffs. Kicker kicked it, booked it. Yep, the boy for Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Matt freaking Prater, man.
Matt Prater, bro, screwed you up. The Green Bay Packers, they defeat the Chicago Bears 17-9, and the Green Bay Packers earn that very last wild card spot in the playoffs, man. Shout out to the Packers, man. The Packers, they got it together, man. Yeah, shout out to Jordan Love. He got hot at the right time. That offense is clicking, and I think they're gonna give Dallas a good little test. They're gonna give him a little test. If he beats Dallas, that's gonna be major for his resume going into the next season. That's gonna be a major plus.
If they beat Mike McCarthy, if his former team beats him, is Mike McCarthy gone? That's my question.
That's a good question. I doubt it. But you talking about
if you get embarrassed in the first round by your former team, and that's another like embarrassing playoff exit for y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know, Chief.
Because truth be told, Mark, that team is the Dallas Cowboys' Achilles heel. I mean, of course they had Aaron Rodgers, but that team right there, Dallas cannot beat. They just cannot beat them. It's because of Aaron Rodgers, but can Jordan Love keep that tradition rolling?
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. The Kansas City Chiefs, they defeated Los Angeles Chargers 13-12. Boring. And the Las Vegas Raiders.
Who?
The Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders. We defeat the Denver Broncos 27-14, and unfortunately, we're not going to the playoffs, but we finished strong, man. I'm a Raiders fan, but I'm gonna let Mr. Episode give a little final farewell to the Raiders for the 2023 NFL season.
Oh, I'm very appreciative for everything Antonio Pierce did for us. Like, if we would have fired Josh McDermott sooner, we probably would have made the playoffs in all seriousness.
Damn right.
But shout out to him for completely turning that team and that culture around. It's polar opposite of how I feel about the Raiders this year versus how I felt about them last year. But if you can, allow me to be petty for a moment. My good brother Philly G, how you doing, my man?
Well, we getting there.
I remember you came on the show Saturday and you talked about, streaks are meant to be broken. This is the Real to Sports podcast. You can't come in here with a winning streak or else it's going to evaporate. 4 straight freaking years sweeping the Broncos. They have not beaten us since 2019. Put some respect on the silver and black name. Because unlike the Eagles, we don't choke. We show heart and we fight back to the very bitter end.
That's right. All. There you go. Hey, I gotta get to you, bro. We had them Eagles. I mean, them Broncos, bro. We had them. That was no.
I can't wait if we hire AP and get us a legit quarterback and offensive coordinator. Well, I'm gonna collect the receipts next season, boy.
Jay on the track again talking. She's neck. Q, he got a message for you. He said, finally got Q-Dog hands from around my neck.
Don't get too comfortable. We'll be back on the next year.
Q don't like to let go, boy.
No.
Q don't let go.
You're right.
So no mercy, bro.
It's a temporary vacation, baby. We'll be back on the next year.
Yes, sir. Speaking of D-Reg, he's in the building. What's up, D-Reg?
How about them Giants?
D-Reg.
How about them Giants, my man? Big Blue, baby. D-Reg. Put some respect on their name.
That's what's up, baby. I feel like Valdez should be playing during Mark's Raider monologue.
I mean, are you mad because we beat y'all on national television, bro? Are you mad because the greatest receiver you've ever had was the silver and black? Are you mad? You'll get another chance in 4 years, but until then, keep coming up with ways to beat the Raiders. You don't have to figure out something.
And the Vikes. You got the Vikes this year, though. Philly G's in the building. What's up, Philly G? I picked y'all, and there you go again. Wait when I catch you, Ricky.
Oh no, sir. I'm so glad you showed up. You was talking all that junk on Saturday about how our streak is meant to be broken. This is the Real to Sports podcast.
That's true.
4 straight years, son. Y'all can't even win a division 2 years in a row.
Damn. Well, they say, yep. Funny when I come in the chat, Mark talking about streaks. Oh, the live chat is off the chain today. What up, John Stover? Happy New Year's
to
you,
man.
Happy John Stover. John Stover, Green Bay Packer. We got two Packers. We got 2 Packers in the live chat, man. John Stover.
Oh, that's how they want to show up now.
They got that cheese over there. Uh-oh. Boy, everybody be shooting for Q, boy. Q.
That's all right.
D-Rex said, hey, Q, I still not seeing you post the mails, man. What's going on?
I post them, bro. You just ain't been looking.
Hey, D-Rex, you can't spell skull without the L, brother.
The mails hidden in between all the L's you got. That's where they at.
Hell on that shit. Them Raiders finally grew some balls.
Bro, how can you say that? All right, hold up. Now, how in the hell can you say that when your team was waving a white flag at freaking halftime down 24-0 to the New York freaking Giants, who came to Allegiant Stadium and got the brakes beaten off of them by Antonio Pierce and the freaking Raiders? Get your head coach to know how to motivate a team. Get your defensive coordinator to know how to call plays, and an offensive coordinator who can't, man. And I'm good. Woo! I was about to go off on him, boy. Out here, man, head coach out here giving BS Rocky quotes and crap. Man, get that mess out of here, bro.
Philly G, you done woke the beast. Go Pack, go, John Stover say.
Yeah, go Pack, go.
Hey, we got 2 Packers up in there, man. 2 Packers. Jay on the track and John Stover, man. True Packer fans. Philly G, there you go. You got them started. My team in the playoffs, obviously, we in the playoffs and y'all not.
I mean, respectfully,
we gonna have the same record.
Hey, respectfully, sir, I had the worst coach in NFL history coaching my team the first half of the season. But even still, beyond that, when we were dead in the water, when Josh McDumbass sucked the entire life and soul out of the Las Vegas Raiders locker room, my team stepped the hell up and fought back. The Philadelphia Eagles been on a losing streak and got their ass kicked by the Giants. Talk to me nice, all right?
Speaking of talk to me, like, look what J.O. Tracks. Oh, he coming at me. He said, I only speak playoff. Host, could you translate this banner? Oh, okay. Y'all won game before us. I mean, if we was in the NFC, we would have made the playoffs.
Yeah, we was in the NFC South. We would have
made the playoffs.
Yeah. Or we gonna play Philadelphia twice this season.
Come to the big boy conference. Come to the big boy. Right. We don't make 8 and 9s and call them win the season. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that around there.
No.
Y'all barely squeak in there. I love it. It's Philly G. All right, one more. Philly G said, stop. We got the worst coach right now, but when we beat Baker again, as OG said, don't cry, dog. Dog. Oh, he said, don't cry, dog. Oh, you know how QB that. Don't be crying.
I'm gonna let number 6 handle my light work.
Did I get to the other score? Oh, I got Eagles and Giants. We get back to that. 27. The New York Giants, they defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 27-10. 27-10 Giants. Rams over the 49ers 21-20.
Yes.
The Dallas Cowboys, they defeat the Washington Commanders 38-10. The Dallas
Defeat is a
Cowboys.
nice word, host. That's a very nice way to put that.
That's very true. Nice. I was trying to.
Yeah, like nice isn't like polite. That's a polite way to put it.
Yeah, right. The Dallas Cowboys are the new NFC East division champions for the 25th, record-breaking 25th time. They have the most division titles in all professional sports. The Dallas Cowboys do. And this was a good game here. The Buffalo Bills, they defeat the Miami Dolphins to become, once again, the AFC East division champions as they defeat Miami Dolphins 21-14. That was a great game. That was a great game. I like that. And shout out to the Bills, man. That was a super turnaround. They were 6-6 at one time.
They were dead in the water. Somehow, some way, they managed to lose to Philadelphia. I don't know how that happened, but they turned it around.
But it still don't take the heat off of them because they do this every year. They go to playoffs, AFC Championship game, whatever, and they lose. They gotta win the big one.
My biggest issue with that game, though, is like Josh Allen got to stop turning the damn football over, man.
He throw too many interceptions.
Like that game, so they should have lost that game with the ugly interceptions he was throwing, man.
Yeah, man. It's like he do it under duress too, man. Like, damn, dog, just throw it out of bounds.
He don't believe in that, yo.
Ego. Try to be polite, but you make it hard. He's a heel.
I can't wait till we play Philly again.
He's a
heel. I can't wait.
He's a heel. Well, that was the scores from. Matter of fact, me bringing the scores from the last time for the regular 2023 regular season, man. Week 18. It's been a good season. It's been a good season, man. It's been a good season, ups and downs, in and outs. We've seen some miraculous turnarounds in a couple of franchises, but nevertheless, man, my Raiders, they didn't make the playoffs. Q-Dogs, Vikings didn't make the playoffs. We at home on the couch. So it's going to be two teams, man, in February. They're going to be in our house in Super Bowl 58.
It better not be ketchup and mustard. That's all I know.
It better not. I'm not watching.
It better not be, bro.
I'm not watching it. Well, Black Monday is over, fellas. Black Monday is over. Not too much going on. We got firings from Ron Rivera got fired from the Washington Commanders. Arthur Smith got fired, man, at 12:01. Damn, he was gone.
Literally, they ain't even wait, bro.
They ain't even wait for that dude. Arthur Smith from the Atlanta Falcons is fired, and recently just fired Tennessee Titans coach Mike Vrabel, which I did not see coming. Wow, that was hella fast. But I'm gonna read this. Where to start at? Oh, well, I just asked you guys a question. For right now, and we know Bill Belichick is still on the hot seat for right now. Future's game. We've also seen very consistent MVP. Yeah, that's very true. Lamar Jackson is the MVP.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Christian McCaffrey. My fault.
Well, yeah, but no. Lamar can't. It's like they was going like this, and then here come Lamar.
I just got a message you to the game.
Two-time MVP Lamar Jackson, which is good. He's my favorite quarterback. John Stover, he says, as a young team, we're looking good for the future, and we made the playoffs too. That's very true. Your quarterback is developing before our very eyes, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Host, real quick on that, just really quick. It's amazing how you're talking about Jordan Love doing really well and developing in front of our eyes. Lamar Jackson about to win his second league MVP. Mm-hmm. You got a rookie quarterback in C.J. Stroud leading his team to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Man, Q-Dog can attest to this, man. It wasn't that long ago. They said people that look like us couldn't play quarterback. We weren't allowed to play that position in the NFL.
Killing it.
And look at us now.
Killing it.
I just had to say that.
Yeah,
it's a real sports podcast, so I got to say it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we killing it.
Shout out to Doug Williams. He pioneered the way for all the brother quarterbacks
That's
to be
my
out
guy.
here.
Grambling State University.
That's the man.
Yes, sir.
If you know the story about Doug Williams, when he got in the Super Bowl, that he got hurt, he was on the ground. In his mind, that he knew that if he stayed on that ground and they took him off that field, there might not be any opportunity for African American quarterback to get this chance again. and he got up for that particular moment, not just for himself, but to pioneer the way for other African Americans to be able to be on that platform. So shout out to Doug Williams.
Shout out Doug. I remember as a kid, man, we used to sit and just wait on Doug to throw the ball. Just wait on him, just watch the game. We used to all get me, my boy, my friend Darius, Tonio, we all watching the game. And Doug Williams with the ball. Sometimes he don't do it. We're like, oh man, we waiting all game. And then he throw that long ball. Holy
I
smoke.
remember
Like a beauty, bro.
My fondest memories about Doug Williams, I used to watch him coming out of church on Sundays. And he would just, I was all in all just to see, an African-American quarterback, playing football, he's for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he was just like this statue. And he was just so accurate. He was just so accurate. He was just a big quarterback with a strong arm. And all his throws, man, were just amazing. And he had his tight end, his favorite tight end, Jimmy Giles. Had a receiver named Kevin House.
Kevin House.
And he was hitting them in the numbers. Right here in the breastplate, baby. Now he was that accurate, man.
He hurt his face too. He threw it so hard.
Yeah, but he was quiet. To be so big and strong and accurate, he was the most quiet quarterback you ever want to know. He was just quiet and humble. Yeah.
Yeah. He moved like
real
crap.
humble.
He moved like shit in the pocket, though. Good God. Yeah, he was terrible in the pocket, bro.
You don't move that much, but I'm telling you what, he had the most accurate arm you ever want to see. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Just watch Super Bowl 22.
Yeah, but we used to wait on it. Used to wait on Doug Williams to throw the ball. We used to wait on it. There it go. There it go. He just stepped back, man. He put his hand out like that. And whoo, him and Jeff George. Them two the biggest arms I've ever seen.
You love you some Jeff George, bro.
Yeah, man, I love
Jeff George had an arm.
Man, what you talking about, Jeff? Oh, man,
he might have the best arm I ever seen.
You ain't lying. Him and Doug, boy.
He can sling that.
Boy,
Jeff just say go.
Yeah.
Jeff just say go. Keep going. Play break up. He said keep going.
Exactly. I think Flacco got to me right now, probably got the biggest arm right now. Flacco's off the chain with his. Flacco throw that ball. Flacco and I say Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar is nice. Lamar can throw that ball too. But man, Jeff George, it's going up and going down. This is literally how it is. Long ball. But to get back on subject, head coaches, man. A couple of head coaches got fired again. Arthur Smith, Ron Rivera, Mike Vrabel, Q-Dog. Those three, they don't have a job right now. So Ron Rivera, does he stay coaching? Does he retire? Does he become a GM? Where would you think? What do you think in your personal football experience? Where do you think Ron Rivera will be going?
I'll put the X on coaching. Maybe he can be a coordinator again for some team. Maybe he goes back to Carolina and be some type of coordinator in the front office or something. But coaching is done with Ron Rivera. He's one of those old school type of coaches, been around for a long time. And I think
did Washington make a mistake by getting rid of him? You think?
As you look at all these coaches in the NFL nowadays, I mean they're getting younger, and Father Times pulls on everybody at some point. And Ron Rivera, he's one of those old coaches like Bill Parcells, not Bill Parcells, but Bill Belichick, and he's just been around a long time. And so with the league getting more younger coaches in, sometimes you just can't grasp the players like you used to. You're not that same type of coaching style, can't motivate the players like you used to. So I really think that I don't think they did wrong. I think, maybe his time is just timed up there.
Okay. What about Arthur Smith? Arthur Smith got fired. The Atlanta Falcons former head coach now. Now that vacancy is open, who do you think who can step in and turn that Falcons team around?
I mean, it could be Brian Flores. You know, he can bring that defensive mentality to that team. I hope he don't. Hope he stays to build on what he built in Minnesota. Yeah, because they need a coach because they're a pretty talented team. You know, they're kind of in the middle. You know, they wasn't a bad team. So
Falcons.
I mean, it wasn't really a bad like Carolina. It wasn't like dirt bad, but they had, they got a few things that that you can look upon.
Yeah, you can build on them. You can build.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay. That's why.
Let me ask you this: Mike Vrabel just got removed as from being the Tennessee Titans head coach for 6 seasons. For 6 years, Mike Vrabel was there, and he really turned that franchise around too, and took them to the playoffs consistently. But now that Mike Vrabel, where do you think Mike Vrabel would go? Because I'm hearing that this dude is a Belichick guy or a Patriot guy. Do you think Mike Vrabel, a former Patriot himself, do you think he would be going to New England to be the new head coach after Belichick?
Oh man, that sounds like a strong possibility. And him being a former player there, and I think he can motivate the players because they know that he was a player there and he's won championships there. So so that could be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Plus he got experience in coaching too. So
exactly,
yeah. So all that'll play good for him in New England.
I think right now Mike Vrabel is the hot commodity right now, and out of the 3 that just got fired, even some that's about to get fired or on that brink. Mike Vrabel is to me the number 1 guy at the top, because again he took Tennessee consistently to. Let's hand it up here, but
4 years straight.
Yeah, straight going to playoffs. I mean, and again, y'all know how I am about former players becoming coaches. It is something that is a trend now. Former players becoming coaches now, because they relate more to the players now. Sometimes you gotta, in order to be a coach, you gotta walk those shoes and be them. And Mike Vrabel, I mean, he's look what Detroit's doing with Dan Campbell, a former player, and they rallying behind the guy. The guy, everybody love him in Detroit. The team loves him. They feed off his energy, same way we did with Antonio Pierce. The Raider Nation, they love him. The team loves him. We feed off his energy. And same thing Tennessee did. But Mr. Episode, Ron Rivera. Let's start with Ron Rivera real quick. Ron Rivera, of course, he's out. Do you see Ron Rivera either becoming a coach again, or what do you see him in the near future?
It's hard to say with him, because the thing is, like, his players love him. Speaking on that, what you just said about Mike Vrabel, Ron Rivera being a former player, like it's just easy for him to connect to his men.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He had a huge mess on his hands in Washington, and to be honest with you, he turned it around. He cleaned it up.
He did.
He didn't win a lot of football games, but that toxic waste that was that franchise is now, somewhat attractive. Yeah, it was mainly Snyder's fault, but literally
Absolutely.
The only person that could have cleaned up that culture and that toxicity, was Coach Rivera, in my opinion. He got done kind of dirty in Carolina. I think they fired him before it was really necessary, but I don't know, man. It's hard to say because he can still connect with his players, but my only issue with Coach Rivera, and I say this respectfully to him, your calling card is defense. You are a defensive-minded head coach.
Yes.
You had like 5 years straight of first-round picks on that defensive line.
Yes.
And your defense was still pretty bad.
Yes.
Multiple coordinators, and
27th in the league. Oh,
that's not a good look when your calling card is defense. You know what I mean? So, in my humble opinion, I would love to see him come back to Carolina, and
I was just thinking that.
Do like kind of like what Tom Coughlin's role was with Jacksonville when he came back for the second
advisor.
time. Be an advisor, be the director of football operations.
I was thinking the same thing.
Maybe not put him in the front office, but just like, be a football advisor to the owner, like a team president type role. Because Lord knows Mr. Tepper needs somebody to guide him in the football aspect of owning that team.
That's perfect, Mark, because, I mean, here's a guy that took the franchise to their second Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? He's a fan favorite too. People love him here in
he's still beloved down
Charlotte. Yeah. So they, that's a good move. Arthur Smith is gone. So there's a big vacancy there for the Atlanta Falcons head coach job. Who you think can fill that role?
Out of the three that came open on Monday and Tuesday, in my opinion, this is the most attractive between this, Atlanta, Washington, and Tennessee.
Yeah.
This is the most attractive one to me because there's so much talent on both sides of the ball. Really, you just need a quarterback, in my opinion, to turn that team around. I think they should look at, I would personally, I know Deuce ain't going to like this, but I would like for them to look at Brian Leftwich, an offensive-minded coach. Bring him down there, pair him with either a veteran quarterback or one of the top QB prospects out there. Give him a good offensive coordinator and just let them, I feel like, this might sound crazy, but the same level of turnaround that we saw with Houston this year, I think if Atlanta makes the right hire and gets a young offensive-minded head coach to pair with a young, really talented quarterback or even a proven veteran like, say, Russell Wilson, they can see immediate success and immediate turnaround. So that's personally, in my opinion, the most attractive, especially considering how patient Arthur Blank is with his head coaches. Like, he doesn't rationally fire coaches after 1 year, 2 years. He gives you some time. And I think what did Arthur Smith in was consecutive 7 and 10 seasons, and literally the entire time you were down there, you failed to address or work on that quarterback position. And that's not a good look when you're calling card as offense.
Good point. Russell Wilson. That's a good point. It's still up in the air, but we all know Russell's going.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work next.
Man.
It's just not going to work. Atlanta would be a good spot for him with a new head coach and a new system. I can see that,
especially considering all the talent around him.
Yeah.
That's why I say like that. Atlanta is an incredibly attractive job. Like, out of all the ones out there, low key, I'd say it's the most attractive, even more attractive than Vegas, even more attractive than the Chargers. I would put Atlanta at the top of that list.
Yeah, Drake London. Yeah, he could
London,
make Drake London
Bijan, Kyle Pitts.
You
still got Jake Matthews holding down the offensive line. Like, you're gonna have some pieces to work with.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Now, Mike Vrabel is out as the Tennessee Titans head coach. Now, where would you think his destination will be?
Man, I hate that man got fired, bro.
I
didn't see it coming. I got a lot of respect for the Titans organization because they're normally really patient with their head coaches and with their development. But I like my man Taylor Lewan said earlier today, man, I feel like they just made a huge mistake. Like, I just can't find a way to justify letting him go. In all seriousness, the job that everybody keeps linking him to is New England. I got to be honest with you guys, hosting Q-Dog, New England low-key might be the second most unattractive job in the NFL right now behind only Carolina, because your cap situation sucks. Your defense is full of aging veteran players who are on the decline. You got no quarterback. You got no offensive weapons. Like, that's if Mike Vrabel wants to go home to New England, God bless him, because man, it's gonna be a little minute, man. That joint is a mess. But everybody keeps wanting to pair him, New England, going back home. So that's where he wants to go. Then let him have it. But I just pray to God Robert Kraft gives him at least. I think it's gonna take at least 3 years to get them out of the doghouse.
Oh God, maybe more.
Yeah, that situation is bad.
With Aaron Rodgers coming back in that division, we still got the resurgence of the Dolphins.
I don't even know if Aaron. to be real with you, host, I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be enough to turn them around next season.
I don't think so either. But Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers.
I know one thing though, and I hate to call for another man's job, but if you don't get hired in this coaching cycle, I think the Jets might be open come
Robert
Black
Saleh.
Monday
But they are.
2025.
But they said they're going to keep Robert Saleh.
For one more year, yeah. But if you get Aaron Rodgers back and this team is still hot garbage, there ain't nowhere else for you to hide, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say that, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Q, I'm gonna ask you a real quick question here because I know the frustration you have had in the past with your head coach Kevin O'Connell by you saying that he's not aggressive enough. He's not an aggressive play caller. You need a aggressive play caller. Would you welcome or be for Mike Vrabel or somebody, a guy like that, to come in to be the head coach?
Mike Vrabel is defense though.
I know.
Yeah, I'll just say that, Kevin O'Connell, he's smart. He know how to run an offense and make plays, do a good offense, man. But he's just not aggressive enough. It just, with this type of talent that we have and these skill players that we have, man, we need somebody that's going to be offense coordinator that's going to be aggressive. So he need to bring in an offense coordinator that's going to do that, and he just be the head coach. Let somebody be in that's gonna use these players like the way they need to be used. Stop being so conservative. He all year long he was just conservative. Man, we got this high-powered offense. Come on, man.
Can I make a suggestion for you, Q Dog?
Who?
If you want to upgrade that play calling and get somebody else in there, would you consider Cliff Kingsbury?
Oh,
Cardinals head coach.
Anybody that's aggressive.
Mark pulling the GMs today. That's a good move.
Yeah, anybody that's aggressive in play calling, that's attack.
That'll be big.
And I just don't like his play calling with the weapons that we have. It just was too conservative to me, man. I don't like that. You be conservative when you don't have a whole lot of talent. And you're scared to give the ball up. You're scared to get a ball up to, and then we had a great defense. Yeah, like he was scared to be conservative. Like we had a bum defense.
Damn.
Like we never was gonna get the ball back. That's how this play calling was. It's just too conservative. I don't like that.
Do you think it was because of the lack of talent he had at quarterback, especially after Kirk got hurt? I mean, because even with Kirk Cousins, all due respect to him, Kirk isn't really gonna give you like a Josh Allen or a Pat Mahomes type performance where he's just throwing the ball all over the field. He protects the football, which is a good thing. But do you blame some of that?
Before he got hurt, I think that when Justin Jefferson got hurt and the light bulb went off on him, Kirk Cousins' head, he just took over. I mean, he was just throwing that ball, and so I just don't like with the weapons that we have to have that conservative play calling. We need somebody that's just going to attack at all times. There's no way you got a receiver like Justin Jefferson, man. You get inside the red zone, man. Come on now. You got to get this man. You got to get your star receiver a chance, man. Chance after chance. And we know that they know that the ball coming to him, but he don't care. He don't care. We need somebody that's gonna get to throw 50-50 balls. We got the type of receivers like that. We got to let this ball go up like Randy Moss days. Him and Jordan Addison, there's no way. I mean, there's no way, man. You got to give these guys chances. These are playmakers.
That's true. Yeah.
They playmakers.
That's why I mentioned Coach Kingsbury.
They playmakers, man.
Coach Kingsbury, yeah, boy, that's good. That's good.
His offense is always explosive.
It's hell.
He never had the ability to coach up a defense, all due respect to him. But respectfully, every level that I've seen him coach, his offenses be on the money. Like he literally is the reason why Johnny Manziel won the Heisman, why Pat Mahomes became a first-round pick. They were all coached in college by Cliff Kingsbury. And
Yes.
even when he got to the NFL, Kyler Murray, in my opinion, really got paid because he was in that Cliff Kingsbury offense.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think if
Yeah,
you allow him to just be
Four
a
wide receivers
coordinator,
or Trish
yeah,
Butt. He sends them. He sends them out
don't
there too, boy.
don't let him worry about the defense. Just let him sit back and just call offense. Oh yeah, he'll bring you some fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. That's a good call, Mark. Mark, I didn't even think about that. That is a good. Oh man, that was way left field, but boy, spot on. I didn't even think about it. Wow.
He's chilling in Taiwan right now.
Next subject, man. You know, and we said we was gonna talk about this. I said we are gonna talk about this. The most controversial thing that's going on in the NFL, man, is Dennis Allen and the New Orleans Saints. Of course, they beat the Falcons for 48-17. But Saints head coach Dennis Allen, after offense gets Jamal Williams touchdown in victory formation, he said this, and I quote, "I wanted to take a knee." There's certainly no love lost between the New Orleans Saints and Atlanta Falcons after Sunday's regular season finale. With the victory well in hand, New Orleans lined up in victory formation 1 yard away from the end zone, giving every appearance that they take the honorable route and kneel out the game. Instead, Saints backup quarterback Jameis Winston handed it off to Jamal Williams, who plunged into the end zone to extend the lead to 48-17 with 1:10 remaining following the extra point. Falcons head coach Arthur Smith appeared insist during his post-game meeting with Saints head coach Dennis Allen and offered a piece of his mind of the traditional hand rather than the traditional handshake. He said this, and I quote, Allen said this, and I quote, "We should have taken a knee right there," Allen admitted to reporters following the win. "The offense, asked me about getting Jamal a touchdown at the end. I said I wanted to take a knee. He put victory out there, and the guys kind of wanted to get him a touchdown. Whew. And they did that on their own. That's not acceptable." Williams, who came over to New Orleans 9-8 after leading the NFL in 17 rushing touchdown for Detroit in 2022, had yet to find the end zone in 2023. I'm gonna stop right there. Mark, get him.
Yeah. This joint kind of blew up. Like, I was texting host during the game and I saw it. Arthur Smith, like the way he ran up on Dennis Allen after that game, saying
Thought
this is
he's gonna do him.
BS.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be Buddy Ryan and old dude on the sideline in Houston.
I thought he should have do him. I thought it.
Like, and respectfully, if I'm Dennis Allen, like my man Michael Smith said on Brother from Another, I respect your opinion, but who the heck you rolling up on like that, bro? Like,
yeah.
Like, hold up, dog. Like, but to a degree, I gotta disagree with Uncle Shannon, Shannon Sharp. I don't know if I would cut Jameis Winston for this because everybody on offense came out and said it was a collective decision that they made as a team. But I definitely think that this is a bad look on Coach Allen in the fact that you're the head coach. You're supposed to be the end-all, be-all on this team. What does that say about your leadership, that your team felt comfortable enough to get a direct order from you, say to hell with it, we're going to do what we want to do on some renegade type stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Respectfully, I don't know how he's still around after that, to tell you the truth. But at the same time, though, I take the same stance on this that people take in the NBA. Bro, it's getting too soft, man. What are we apologizing for? This is a division rival. Like, won't nobody saying that the team with a good barbecue was wrong when they did the ring around the rosy crap on our field against us? Like, it's division rival football. You're supposed to get a little bit mean, a little bit disrespectful, because that's your division rival. If nothing else, you should want to beat the brakes off of your division rival. So,
true.
Miss me with all that sportsmanship, and he should have taken a knee, all that mess. Now, forget all that. If anything, the offense should have just lined up in the I formation and ran it. I wouldn't have ran it out of the victory formation.
Yeah, I wouldn't have ran it out of victory.
I would have audible and changed it to the I formation. But
yeah, he should have just went I-4 or split back or something. Got that single
Yeah.
back, split back, something. Goddamn. But you not out of I formation. I mean victory. I mean I'm saying not out of I. Victory is victory. It is what it is.
Like literally, anytime a team is in that kneel down position, if you ever watch that play, neither offensive line or defensive line would really engage with each other. It's just a chill play.
That's it.
So
It's victory.
the defense was caught off guard because they're expecting that chill play. That's my take on it.
Q-Dog, give me your input on what happened Sunday between the Falcons and the Saints with the one would call it unhonorable move that the Saints did on the Falcons.
Well, my take is like this. I think it's you don't hardly see that during games in the NFL. You know teams up, they're gonna take a kneel down. My thing is that I'm kind of like Mark. It's football.
Yeah.
Some teams. It used to be a coach that played for Tampa Bay. I forgot his name, but they got mad at him when Tom Coughlin got mad at him, and they're supposed to kneel down. But he teaches this team to play to the end of the whistle. I forgot who that coach was, and Tom Coughlin came out on the field and got mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who that coach was, but
was it Coach Ciano?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. He did that to the Giants one time.
Yeah.
And then with the players, preparing for the kneel down, and they can get hurt. I can understand that because they're not in the defensive position of playing the ball like it's a regular snap. They're thinking it's a kneel down. But at the end of the day, I just still think it's football. I mean, it might not look classy enough, or it might look not respectable enough, but it's still time on the clock, and the game don't stop to the 000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
mean, that's literally what it's supposed to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the score, somebody can be up 50-0, and it's 2 seconds on the clock. It's still football. I mean, but I know in the more we're getting kind of like what Mark would say, we're getting kind of passive when it comes to football. You understand what I'm saying? Football is played from the beginning of the whistle to the end of the whistle. Now, I understand that you got us up by this many points, 2 seconds left, just take the kneel down. You're going to win anyway. But they want to play to the end of the whistle. That's what they want to do because it's still football.
That's true. But they should have won another formation. Don't do victory. Don't do that.
I mean, it really, to me, it really doesn't matter. I mean, because that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. And it's just football. I know we're looking at what we're looking at is like the moral aspect of it. To me, it's like
football has to have some kind of honorable decency to it.
Well, it's not so much the moral aspect of it, in my opinion, Q-Dog, but I think by doing this, you open up the door for a lot more players to get hurt. Because say down the road, a team actually does want to go into the victory formation and just taking it in the game, but the defense is thinking, well, what if they do to us what what New Orleans did to Atlanta? They're going to bum rush.
They're going to hurt you.
The offensive line and hit the quarterback.
Yeah.
And you already know you hit that quarterback on a play that he shouldn't have been hit on. Offensive lineman going to get to fighting, and it's just going to be a bad look.
Because it's not an honorable thing. So when offense does that, the defense is going to feel like they disrespected. They're going to feel like they're that's how the Falcons felt. They felt like they was all right. You beat us, but now don't shit on me.
If they would have been in any other formation but that one, I think it would have been fine either way.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree.
If I see you,
I just feel like maybe I need to keep my mind out of old school football. But I can't because I was around in that era when I just seen so much nastiness. but I know we have took away from the game, but I mean, I don't feel like, to me personally, I don't feel like nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's football. You know, I mean, I can't. I don't know what to really.
If I cut you, right? I cut you. If I cut you with a knife, that's already harsh. That's that part, me cutting you, and then what's going to be even worse if I open up that wound and pour salt in it. One thing is to cut me, but the next part is to pour salt on me. You trying to hurt me even more, but why? You already hurt me. So why pour salt on me for?
I mean, but at one point, at one point in the game, it was like that.
At one
Am I right or wrong?
That's
at
true.
one point in the game.
In the era that you're thinking of, Q-Dog, this comes from somebody who grew up watching, the old Steelers and Raiders rivalry from back in the day. Respectfully, I don't even think back in those days of football, especially if it's a rivalry game, my team is going to get in the victory formation and then trick you and run another play. It's one thing if it's a fake spike, but if your intention is to score and pour it on that team, you're going to get out there in a regular offensive formation and run your play.
Yeah.
Well, you look at. I'm gonna tell you something they do now that I don't like. I don't like when they try to rip the ball out, reach in there and rip the ball out. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get the ball out, jaw it out, put a lick on it. Yeah, but I understand that. But back in the day, there wasn't no reaching and pulling out. They wasn't doing that. Sure. If they were gonna hit you to make that ball come out. But now, it's they teach them how to do that. I understand that. But it's the way of changing the games, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing both sides of the game, and I'm still going to be biased to the old school type. And so, if anything that registers up to, I just don't really care, man. You know what I'm saying? Because football is football to me, and it just it's football all the way to 000.
Yes,
so no matter what information,
it got to be sportsmanship, though. I mean, it got to be some. Look, it's the same way. If you beat me, you shake the man's hand. It's like with Isaiah Thomas, when they lost to the Bulls, he did not shake Michael Jordan's hand, and you know how.
Because that's after the game, though. That's after the game.
I know, but the principality is sportsmanship. You show sportsmanship after the game. Victory is after pretty much the closing of the game. That's it. Victory is that. That's it. That's closing of the game. So you when you do that, and you see it thousands of times after victory, height, knee, shake hands, dap, clock run out, coaches, boom. That's it.
Yes. It's just like sucker punching a man when he's guarding down.
It's just sportsmanship. Just have to be. Look, I know this is different, but when when he scored, he ran all the way down to that star. That's something that you just don't do.
He spiked it on the star. Yeah.
It's just something that you just don't do. That's disrespectful. It's just something that you just don't do. And with victory, when victory hit, man, you just leave it alone. Game is already over. I just think, and what I really teed that, man, is Jameis Winston, man. He made that call talking about, we the team make that call, and we decide who gives you that? Who gives you that right to say that? Like, you're a player, and Dennis Allen is the coach. First of all, Dennis Allen is weak for allowing that to happen. That's terrible.
That should be the main take.
Yeah,
exactly. He should be fired.
That kind of reminds me with Jim Harbaugh, the coach of Michigan Wolverines, when he was the quarterback of the Chicago Bears. And we called that play when he wasn't supposed to call it. And Mike Dicker walked out on the field and grabbed him by his face, man, and pulled it to him.
Yeah. And you just, even I play basketball, and you don't I never, if coach tell me to go in and run, he said, I want you to set up a hard pick and I want you to roll off and be at the basket. What, coach? It sounds dumb, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because he's the coach. I gotta listen to him. For Jameis Winston to do that, this dude got camps all over Florida. Like, you just setting a bad example. Jameis Winston is just like Hollywood. He'll probably never work in this town again for doing that. You're barely the quarterback for the Saints now. And for you to do that, that's a bad rap on your resume, bro. I don't care what team is.
I take less heat off of Jameis for the simple fact of they said it was a collective agreement made by the team. And the way his teammates rallied around him and protected him from all that criticism, I think is a testament to what he was saying, like how it was a team decision. I agree with you, host. I think the person that looks the worst coming out of this situation is Dennis Allen, the head coach. But
yes,
I put a little bit less heat on Jameis just because
I do too.
It appears that the team decided to do this.
Yes, yeah. You just can't do that, man. You just can't do that. I think it's a major disrespect, and I'm with what Shannon Sharp said. I'll cut the dude quick out. Yeah.
Well, Shannon was hot, boy.
Yeah, he was, because he's a former player. You know, everybody knows victory. That's it, man. You don't do no crazy stuff like that unless you're just gonna get in formation. That's one thing, and that's still even bad. Get into formation. I mean, the game is over. Christ's sakes. Yet you guys are not playing for nothing.
Well, I mean, at that time, the Saints were still in contention.
Please. Oh, please, man. Man. I just think it's just sportsman like, man. But anyway, Dennis Allen be gone. Jameis Winston be gone too. So, it's over for that. But yeah, I just want to get you guys' take on that because that was a big uproar all over the NFL about that, and all over Twitter and everything else, man. Like, people are really upset about that.
Arthur Smith was hot.
Yeah, he was. I thought he was. I'm like, this dude Arthur Smith know he about to get fired. I'm finna just take one shot at him. I was like, oh snap. He was coming at him hard. I was like, oh boy. He hit him, it wouldn't be good. Because Dennis Allen, a short little fella. Oh man, that would not have been good. That would not have been good. All right. Well, that was the football talk for today. Oh my goodness, man. Whew. Good talk, man. Got to pay some bills real quick. 1 minute, man. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of the Real to Sports podcast. All right, man. Shout out to our sponsors, man. Van Powers, Fanatics, SeatGeek, Sportsline, Fantasy Sports Evo, and Amazon Music, man. Get your discounts. They are click on those links in the description box below, man. Get you some discounts courtesy of the Real Sports podcast. Really quick, man. If you guys don't know what Fantasy Sports Evo is. Fantasy Sports Evo it's a new way to new way to play daily fantasy sports. Pick teams and not players. Evo makes it easier than ever to join the fun. No sharks, no salary caps, no worry. That one injury will crush your lineup. Don't worry about that. Join today. It's up to $100 deposit. Deposit match on first deposit. Easy as 1, 2, 3. You can choose your contest and pick your teams. Watch as your lineup climb the leaderboard in real time. Again, man, shout out to Fantasy Sports Evo, man. They are a great company, man. And I appreciate them partnering up with the Real Sports Podcast. I'm definitely going to look into something like that. They also do NFL, and they do NBA, and they do Major League Baseball as well as fantasy, which is, I think they're the only company that actually does that. So it's pretty cool to get into, man. So I might see what's going on in there. I follow them also.
Fantasy baseball for
I might, bro. I might. Believe it or not, man, there's a lot of fans that's doing that right now, and I follow them on Facebook as well, man. So it's just something interesting to get into. It's very interesting to get to. All right, man. We revealed the King of Prediction champion. Oh boy, for week 18. Who's it gonna be? Who is it going to be? It could be the dog. It could be Mr. Episode. It could be yours truly. Who could it be? It could be the Deuce. It could be Drew to the Game. Ladies and gentlemen, the final winner of Week 18, King of Predictions champion, Young Mark. Young Mark.
If there was any doubt, this is
Young Mark.
This is a low-key bittersweet victory. I ain't even gonna hold you, ladies and gentlemen, because I had the opportunity to make history.
You did.
You know, I'm a man that likes to hold records, and if I hold a record, I want to put them out of reach so nobody else can get them. Deuce came close to breaking my prediction record earlier this season, so I wanted to one-up him like I always do. I literally had every game correct until Matt effing Prater went wide right, bro. I am so mad about that crap, man. But I'll take my title nonetheless. I started the year as King of Predictions. I'm going to end the year as King of Predictions.
That's very true. That's very true, man. So, again, man, shout out to the winner and the last one. He's the last one of Week 18, man, and it's Young Mark. And to go through the standings real quick, who was at the bottom? Philly G. Philly G, you was at the bottom, my brother. Philly G went 7-9. 7-9. Drew to the Game and the dog. They both finished 9-7. Yours truly. Yours truly I went 10-6. I went 10-6. The Deuce came in second place. He went 11-5. And last but not least, with the record-breaking best record in prediction history, Real Sports Podcast prediction history, Young Mark goes 15-1. Amazing. 15-1.
If Matt Prater would have just made the damn field goal, bro, I could have been up there with the Undertaker and been 16-0.
Miami Dolphins.
God.
Yeah, it could have been up there, man. It could have been up there. Mark, he said, Philly G did start off 3-0.
Yeah, just like them Eagles, bro. He came tumbling down.
Damn. Oh, man. So that was a good prediction. It was good, man, for the predictions. Young Mark now is officially king of predictions for the rest of the year. He is the king of the predictions. He started it off and he ended. So shout out to Young Mark, man. Mr. Prediction now.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Prediction.
Hey, Deuce, try to top that one, bro.
No doubt. All right, man, that's our show for today, man. As always, man, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About, man. Please remember to give us that support and hit that thumbs up. And if this is your first time watching us, man, you think this is a cool show to watch, every single week, man. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications, man. Again, man, I got the legend himself, the dog here, man. This could be probably his last Tuesday, man. But again, I can't get out of here without having the legend say something.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It was a pleasure to be back here on Tuesdays. Look forward to a wonderful playoff series that's going on. Tune in Saturday. We'll be predicting more games starting the wild card weekend.
Yes, sir.
And knowing that my boys are not in there, I'll still be watching football because, once football is gone, it's a terrible 9 months that we have to wait.
Oh, boy.
So we just sit back and enjoy the ride to the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Road to 58 begins Saturday. It begins Saturday. Really quick, man, I want to say happy birthday to my mama.
Yes,
My
sir.
mama.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, my brother too, Red, that you met there, Big A. His birthday day too.
Red in New Mexico.
Yeah, sir.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Red, man. My birthday, my mom's birthday was yesterday. Yeah, mom's birthday yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Red. Red, smooth fella, man. That's a smooth dude right there. Got some moves too, boy. Red be stamping.
If you come from the same cloth as Q-Dog, you gotta be.
Yeah. Oh boy. Philly G still going.
Still going at it.
Be attending. Yeah, boy. But again,
when the Eagles host the Super Bowl, let me know, Philly G.
Oh,
y'all stadium host the Super Bowl, let me know, dog.
Oh yeah. I gotta say this before I get out of here, man. Shout out to Jim and Justin for allowing me to talk football on their podcast last night, man. Shout out to them, man. On the grid. Around the grid, Iron Around Campus, Full Press College Football Podcast. Well, that's a long title. But it's called Around the Grid, Around the Gridiron, Around Campus, Full Press College Football Podcast, man. It's hosted by Jim and Justin, man. They are two good guys. Again, man, thank them for allowing me to be on their podcast. Yesterday, we had a good time talking over some old college football and bringing back a little bit of NFL as well. So it was good talking to them, and it's good for the collab, man. It's good for the collab, and we're definitely trying to brew something up and combine together and have a big old show, man, with those two guys, because those guys are very, very intelligent and smart. When it comes down to sports, I was like, I didn't know what to do. Just sitting there with them guys. They was spewing them numbers out. They was good, man. But again, shout out to Justin and Jim and Justin, man. All right, man. We're back in the building. We're back in the building this Saturday, man. We will talk more about the current news that's going on in the NFL and the 2023 NFL playoffs. So come on back and talk some more football with us Saturday at 1 p.m. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday at 1. I'll make sure I got my time right here. Saturday at 1 p.m., man. The Real the Sports Talk Show live right here on YouTube, man. You know the saying, believe in your team, but most importantly, believe in yourself. You can do any and everything you want to do. It's just going to apply a little bit of work. But everybody around the world, y'all know the saying, be safe and stay safe. We out. Kudo. Down.